What's up, everybody? Alright, so here's where we're at. The new stator coil came in yesterday. I didn't drop a video. I was a little bit frustrated. I spent the whole day trying to figure this damn thing out. And I finally got spark. And what it was none of that. It was this damn harness. There's a wire right here. This green and white wire, or white with green wire, goes down here and goes down into there, the little trigger thing for setting off the spark plug. That wire broke right here inside of the plug and came out, so I had a loose wire and I had no idea where it went. I didn't know that it went to anything because this wiring harness is so chopped and screwed. So I wound up wiring the pigtail off the other harness up onto here. I got a new harness on the way. But now I got spark. But I've got a lack of fuel, so she's not starting up. So basically it's got a new coil, new stator coil, new ignition switch. It's going to have a new solenoid, new rectifier. Oh, so much new shit. Trying to figure this shit out. To come to find out that the reason it wasn't getting spark was because we accidentally broke a wire off when we were unplugging that CDI box. Other than that, now I get good spark, consistent spark. I think the wire was bad before, and I think that's why I wasn't getting very good spark. Now I got excellent spark, but I'm having a fuel issue. So I got a rebuild kit for the carburetor. I've got that can of carburetor cleaner, borrowed it from the neighbor. So we're going to tear that carburetor apart. We're going to break out the rebuild kit, and we're going to rebuild it right here. I'm going to rebuild that bad boy. Hopefully have it running by next week. Because right now I think what's going on is, let me pull them out of here. At least pull one out and I'll show you. That little guy right there is what's causing our issue. So this hooks onto the end of the float in the carburetor in the bowl. And as the fuel comes in, this goes up to block out the fuel flow. As the fuel goes out, it comes out and lets the fuel flow in. Well, the ones that are on there now are gummed up and worn. And they're not sliding in and out like they should. And right now they're not opening up to let fuel in. But then they get stuck open. And they let too much fuel flow. And then it comes out of the overflows. And then we start leaking gas all over the place. Which is no good. So tomorrow, we're going to come out here. We're going to yoink the carburetor out of there. We're going to tear it down. And we are going to stick the parts in that can of carb cleaner. And soak it. And get it all cleaned up. And then we'll go through and rebuild it. With our rebuild kit. Hopefully that fixes the problem. Because now we got good spark. I can smell that we're getting some fuel in there. It's just not enough to start it up. And we're cranking it so much that we've burnt the casing right off of this. So we're done with that. I'm not trying to burn up another starter. It almost popped off once. I had enough fuel I could smell the exhaust and started rolling a couple times. But just didn't have it in it. So we're almost there. I'm ready to rock and ride. Like, it's been a long time coming. I didn't think I was going to be this deep into this thing. I figured it was just going to be a couple things here and there, and bam, we'd be running, but... Because, like, I've had it running twice. I was excited. I thought, damn, this is the time. We're going to go riding. But nope. Then, my half-ass paint job, I'm not even going to get close. I'm kind of embarrassed by those lines. But it's going to be covered in mud, so it won't even matter. There's the front end right there. It looks pretty slick from a distance. So, just don't get up too close. Aha! I don't really care. Anybody's only going to see me from a distance, and they're going to see a blur going by. Boom. So, hell yes. I might wind up just flat black in the front. I don't know. I still got to do the back rims. I ran out of green paint. Just going to do the accent ring around it. But, I don't know. I just kind of like the way that feels, the way it looks. With everything flat blacked in the front. I got to straighten this light out. This is definitely aftermarket light. It's bright as shit. It's 20,000 lumens. Thinking about mounting, like, because that's hooked up to the headlight switch. I think I might mount a couple more, like pointing off to the sides, like some flood lights, like right in here, pointing off this way and that way. Just gonna give some light there, and maybe even put some hater vision in the back. Put a light in the back for backing up. I don't know, just because I can. Maybe I'll hook up the high beams to these couple light pods, so when I hit the high beams, it lights up the sides of the trail, or you just got the center of the trail. I don't know. Hook up some neons. I don't know. Hook a radio up to it. Get stupid with it. I don't know. I do have a bad joint right here. Like, I don't know if you can tell. Probably hard to see on here. But this wheel is actually cockeyed. We've got a loose connection. It's either in here or up in here. But this arm needs to be replaced. There's a lot of play in it. It's kind of hard to show that on video. But that's where we're at. We haven't fired it up yet, but we did fix the spark problem. And it was something so stupid and so minor after changing all those parts. I mean, really what it needs is a new wiring harness, and I got that on the way. So, basically it has a whole new electrical system. Other than like stupid little sensors and stuff. The major components have been replaced. We're going to have a new rectifier on there, new solenoid. We've got a new stator coil, new ignition switch. It's all new. New coil. That's the old coil. Because the new coil they sent to me was fried. Yeah. Defective from the factory. But I can't wait to get this thing out on the open road and riding it. My buddy brought his over the other day. He's got a blaster though. It's just a 250. This little 660 is going to blow that thing out of the water. And that thing was ripping. So took her up to the mailbox, but the suspension on that's so goddamn stiff that, man, jostled me. Getting too fat and old for this shit. So we're going to take her for a ride as soon as we get her running. And I'm hoping that after I let that carb soak for 24 hours, I can get it rebuilt. So I was going to do it tonight, but it got to be too late. It's after midnight right now. I was going to post this video earlier, but I got aggravated and then I found the problem. So, and it was like 10 or 11 o'clock when I found the problem. And I was trying to get it started. I wanted to come at you with like a running quad video, but we're not there yet. We're close. So get that carburetor cleaned up. It's just a fuel flow issue. So I just got plenty of spark. Get that carb cleaned out. Hopefully this thing will fire up. So figure I'll get out here probably tomorrow afternoon. And then 24 hours. So tomorrow, I don't know what day it is. Saturday. Now it's Sunday because it's after midnight. So Sunday afternoon. So figure if I get out here at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, let that soak overnight. Come back out here Monday afternoon. Tear it apart. Put it back together with the new parts. And then put it back in here. So hopefully I'll have it running by Monday. Got my fingers crossed. Like I'm dying to ride it. So, and I know that there's some people that are dying to see it run. And my buddy actually just picked up a pair of Raptor 660s. They're one's an 05. I'm not sure what the year is on the other one. And then a Raptor 350. So they got potential. We're going to try to get those running too. And it's going to be his banger. He doesn't want to beat on his old blaster. He wants to beat on his Raptor. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Just hang with me and we'll have a nice riding video up. And once we get this thing going and I can get some trust in it and I know that it's going to run and fire every time, we're going to take it out on the trails and do some trail riding, get some videos on that, throw up some content, maybe do some dumb shit. I cut a trail around the house, so I got a loop. Got 1.6 acres. It's not much, but it's honest work. I can make a loop around here. We got a little hill climb over here, off to the side. Trail through the woods, come around through the yard. Then I got a loop through the pines, which is not my property, but don't tell anybody. And then a loop up by the fire pit. So, and also we got the whole private drive plus the gravel pit plus the cornfield. I wouldn't ruin anybody's crop or nothing, but take it along the edge of the field. I mean, we got the trails and stuff. And actually, we got a gravel pit that way on the other private road. And apparently my neighbor, who's almost 60, told me that he got shit-faced and was over there on his four-wheel drive quad climbing the hills, which are some pretty steep-ass hills. So I don't know if you'll catch me doing that, but we'll go over there and play around. I played around on the little green monster over there. So I think we're going to fur up the seat on this just because people hate it. They love it, but they hate it. They're like, oh, you're so stupid for doing that. But look at that. Look at it. It still looks pristine. I know I didn't ride it much, but shit. Even if I get it all muddy and I ruin it, say I get fucking 2 yards of fabric and I ruin a yard of fabric and I pull it off of there and put a new piece on there. It takes fucking 10 minutes to put that stuff on there. I mean, come on now. Just fun. You know, head turner for spectators. People love it. I don't care. I like to entertain. So there we are. That's the update. That's where we're at. I hope everybody's still doing good in this quarantine. I'm losing my motherfucking mind. Yeah, so get up some more content for yous. Loving the comments. It's great to have the interaction with everybody. I try to comment back to everybody. I know that eventually I might get into a big enough following where it's going to be hard to communicate with everybody, but I try to get back to everybody, and I usually keep track of it. I get a notification every time somebody comments, so know that when you comment, I will respond. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, keep your bullshit ass drama starting shit to yourself. But if you have some questions about things, need help with something, maybe I can ask questions to my small engine repair guru and I can get back with you and let you know answers if you have questions or problems. Maybe something I've stumbled on through here in this wiring process of this rat nest of shit through here that I can maybe comment and help you out with. I have basically been front to back on the wiring on this, inside and outside and all that, so may have a little bit of knowledge that I can share. Drop a comment. I don't plan on shutting down anytime soon. If I stop responding, it's probably because I'm dead, to be honest with you. So if you comment 10 years down the road, I will still respond to you. I don't care. I am not planning on shutting down. Even if I do stop doing YouTube videos, I will still keep track of my comments and stuff. I have the app on my phone. It gives me notifications every time somebody comments. So keep it classy. Remember to wash your hands before you pick your nose. Keep that corona out. And make sure that if you're having corona, it's just in a bottle. So I will update as soon as I get this thing started. I might give an update on Monday. It might be Tuesday, depending. If I can find time to get out here and get this thing fired up and running on Monday, that's when I'll drop my video. If I wind up not having time, I'll drop it on Tuesday or whatever. I don't know. It's midnight and I'm dropping a video, so it doesn't really matter. So stay safe, everybody, and I will see you next time.